for more. We just have them back in stock. We have not offered these at a sale price. I've actually aired these twice maybe since we've had them back, but this is the first time at $20 off. So this is your chance to get them. Already many, many sold. So we are starting to get limited again, even though we just brought them back in stock. And for under $50, we will ship both of these to you. Now I'm about 5'8". They're almost as tall as me. And each one of these racks will hold 1,000 pounds. So they're almost as tall as me, but they sure are a lot stronger than me. I'm not gonna hold anywhere close to 1,000 pounds. If you don't put the wheels on, each one of those shelves will hold 75 pounds. So still very, very durable. And again, you don't need one tool to put it together. I've got just about 14 minutes to show you how these work, and I will put it together and fold it up flat and the way it comes several times. But I want you to see the colors first. Do you hear that? Powder coated steel, very durable. I've got about 8 or 10 maybe I might be up to in my garage right now, holding everything. It makes me feel so organized when I go into that garage and I see how organized everything looks, where I can find everything finally. So this is the red that you're seeing right now, beautiful fire engine red that will stay looking just that vibrant because it's powder coated steel. We have fewer than 100 already. Okay, we really literally just got these back in stock. So I want you to see, let me wheel this right here so you can see all of the colors available. Let's see, wanna start over here with white? All right, am I right in the way with these? All right, I'll just leave them there. See, you usually lose in here and lose like wheeling them around from place to place. But here's the white. Remember, you're getting 2. We're just showing you the different colors. This is for use inside or outside. I like how we're showing it as a laundry solution because you can wheel it from place to place, and even if it's in a damp laundry room or a damp garage, you don't have to worry about it at all. This is the Pewter. Which is very popular. This is where it started. This is where it all started. It's a little bit of textured, kind of some dark black underneath that beautiful silver. So that is a Pewter. You're getting 2. That one is the most popular, just in case you're wondering. This is the bronze, that beautiful vintage bronze. I know a lot of you use this indoors to be able to put TVs on if you've got a lot of wood furniture or wood floors. It just looks gorgeous because this is furniture. It's not just organization. It's not just for the garage. And I think that's where everybody starts. You start with origami in the garage and then you go, wait a second, this looks great. Wait a second, it folds flat. I can use this in any room of the house, and then you come back and get more and more. This is the platinum, which is that silver but very sort of glossy and solid with that silver color. That one's platinum. And then last but not least, we have it in black, and it's a textured black as well. To be able to get these for $249 for 2, and that we'll ship them right to you, is incredible. My guest Lou Caputo is joining us, and Lou, you've been here with Origami for years and years and years, of course, but this price is incredible, especially when we're so limited.
Oh yeah, no, it's a great price for these. I mean, and you know, considering that you're getting a 2-pack of these and each one weighs a little bit over 35 pounds, I think they're about 36 pounds each. So the shipping's ridiculous too, because these are all, as you mentioned, powder coated steel, as you can hear. But you know what makes Origami really different than anything else out there is the fact that you can collapse it. I mean, it is named after the ancient Japanese art of paper folding. So I can take this rack right here that is 12 linear feet of storage in a little tiny 3-foot footprint and close it down to just about 4 inches wide. That's the entire thing right there. Now, to set these up, you're gonna get 2 of these in one cardboard box, both folded up like this, okay? The toughest thing you'll do all day is get it out of that box. Once it's out of the box, you just grab the sides, you pull like this, it drops open. I'm gonna spin it around to show you. On the back of most Origami, you're gonna see a little toggle like this. That's actually a patented design right there. You push down, that locks the whole bottom of this. Now that's solid, okay? Then I'm gonna flip over the top just like this. And right here, there is another latch. We drop that in, and that's the entire setup process. And then, Rebecca, of course, it's the age-old question, wheels or no wheels? Which one do you want? If you put the wheels on it, it's gonna raise it 3 inches off the ground for a total height of 63 inches. But we recommend that you limit yourself to 75 pounds per shelf for a grand total of 300 pounds. But remember, that's 300 pounds that you can move around very, very easily. Without the wheels, then you can go to the maximum capacity, 250 pounds per shelf. There are 4 shelves. That's 1,000 pounds. You're getting 2 racks, so that's 1,000 pounds times 2. That's 2,000 pounds, which, by the way, is a full ton. So you're getting literally a ton of storage when you buy these today.
And sometimes, of course, we exaggerate and we're like, oh my gosh, that's a ton. It holds a ton, which we just mean
no
a
hyperbole
lot,
here.
right? No, literally. And no exaggeration when we say it takes seconds to put together. This is how it comes. You're getting 2. So all you do is this. Okay. That's, you know, seconds, right? I'm using that patented origami clasp, and then you just flip the top over, clasp it there, and it's good to go. Any place, now I can start organizing. If you're like me, as you're watching, and maybe you've been to the big home stores and you thought, okay, I'm finally gonna organize, fill in the blank, whatever, the garage, the laundry room, whatever it is, and you buy something that's more than $249, right? You shake the box, you can just hear all of the work that it's gonna take with all the extra, with all the little pieces and the knobs and the screws and the nuts and the bolts, and you always end up with more than you need at the end, like, oh no, what did I miss? This is so easy. When you pop it right out, you can start organizing right away. For me, I have to gear up to be able to put any of those other pieces together. Then I've lost all my organizing mojo. But this is why it's such a big customer pick. I love that. So Barbara writes, I just love it. It holds so much of my craft equipment. The different papers I use in my card making are quite heavy, and the shelves are sturdy as can be. It's so easy to put up and disassemble too, and very easy to move from one area to another. It was so worth the purchase. And as Barbara was saying, you can move it from place to place. You can fold it right up. Lou, my sister and her kids, her daughters, are coming into town. They're doing like one of those Comic-Con type things, like a conference, and they're gonna sell some wares. And she said, oh, can we use your origami? And I said, well, yeah, if you can take the 1,000 pounds of stuff off of them that I have, but you can fold it up and put it in the back of your SUV if you wanted to. And you're getting 2 today.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing about these that makes these special as well. It's not just the setup, it's the ability to collapse them down so that if you do need to move them, if you're moving to a different house, you can take them with you. You know, if you got kids that go to college, you want to give these as furniture, because remember, we call these store decor. You know, it's storage and decor. You can use it as furniture. When you're moving them, imagine just walking in there. There's no big, heavy furniture to carry. You just fold it up and you take it with you. Throw it under your arm, bring it down to the car. I mean, that's all there is to it. I have a good friend, Brenda, just like that lady Barbara that I actually spoke to her a couple days ago one night, which was wonderful. She Skyped in. And my friend Brenda paints glassware. And so she goes to craft shows, she goes to art shows, and she shows her wares that way, just like your niece wants to do. And you know what? It works wonderfully well for her to be able to have these out there, because you can fold them up, and you can store a lot of them if you need to. But when you want to use them, I mean, the setup just takes seconds. And you know, to your point earlier, you're talking about certain pieces of furniture come with 1 million pieces in the box. If you got a piece of furniture and that box sounds like a maraca when you shake it, guess what, guys? That is a day-long project right there. That is not something you're going to do in a few minutes. With origami, you can watch both of us opening and closing these over and over again. It is literally that simple to do. You know, you don't need any help with these. Anybody, and I don't care your skill level, anybody can work with origami.
Anybody can, and today it's $20 off. We haven't had this on sale since we brought it back in stock. Get them home and see what all the fuss is about. See why this is a huge customer pick. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of you have said this is, I loved one of the comments said, thank you origami, you're my Prince Charming, right? Because origami holds a ton of your things. You can see it all where it is. And for $49.99, you can see why this is such a customer pick and has been for years and years. We have fewer than 5 dozen remaining in the red. So I'll give you an update on what we have remaining. You know, if you went to that home store, you're not gonna find a storage solution in this gorgeous color anyway, right? Hands down, you'll find one color. It'll be, you know, that sort of pressed wood. This is such a great storage solution that you will have for years and years and years. So that red, fewer than 5 dozen for you right now. 1 shipping and handling for 2. And they're big and they're substantial. And sometimes you see heavy duty and you think, oh, that means heavy. no, they're not heavy. You could roll these. I've rolled them with hundreds of pounds on them. That's how great those caster wheels are. So I'm gonna show you all of the colors. I think I got the red out of the way. There's the white. That's been actually all the colors have been really popular. You know what I think? I think you've gotten your Origami heavy duty racks home and you went, I'm gonna wait until they're on sale. They're never on sale, but they're on sale today. So many of you are coming back and getting more than one. That's your white. This is the Pewter. So the Pewter is the one that's kind of textured. It has that metallic silver, but it's also textured with a little bit of black. That one's my favorite, just to be honest. This is the Bronze that a lot of you like to use with any of your deeper woods in the home. If you want to be able to have like sort of seamless, of course you can really use this anywhere. You may not even know where you're going to use it yet, and you can keep it flat packed until you do use it, and then in seconds it's up and ready to go and store 1,000 pounds each. This is the Platinum. That is also silver, but it's more of a glossy finish. It's not textured. It's just smooth and elegant. That's your Platinum. And then we have it in the black, which is just a little hint of texture as well. Each one of them is heavy duty because of how much they hold, because of how durable they are, the powder coated steel, that they'll hold up to 1,000 pounds each. And you're getting 2 today. But if you want the red, I'd go to hsn.com before they are completely sold out. And Lou, it's taken us a long time to actually get these back in stock. And now we've got them, but who knows when we'll get them back in stock after these sell out.
No, you're right. And you know, what's funny is like I've got one sitting next to me right now that is in the teal color. It's my wife's actually from her craft room. And this actually she keeps in a closet in there with all her, you know, she does cardstock, works with that stuff. So this is all her, I don't craft, so I don't really know. But this is all her crafting. This is all her crafting. But my point with the teal is this. 2 days ago, we had teal. It's gone. So if there's a color that you want, you got to jump on it and get it. But I want to show you how, you know, we have a small house, okay? We don't have a lot of room. So this actually went into a closet with bifold doors, and this became the shelving in there. But what's nice about this is, because remember, this will hold up to 300 pounds. She could just take this out anytime she wants to work on a project, bring a table side, and bam, she's got everything right there at her hands, you know, right at her hands. She doesn't have to go and walk back and forth a million times. And that's just one of the great advantages of Origami. You know, if you want to add shelving to a walk-in pantry, a walk-in closet, maybe just moved into a new home and there are no shelves at all, this is a great way to do that. Of course, for me, the garage is absolutely full. I mean, I've got them lined up side by side by side, and you know how I love to do that. Take these, line it up like this, put another one right next to it, boom, and I call it the file system. And now, you can't do the regular shelving, but if I need something, I can just pull one of these out and access everything. It's brilliant.
And that is important. I have them probably 3 deep just on one side of my garage. But you can see everything. In fact, this one over here, I want you to see the black, how that one is loaded up with those storage boxes, the bins, you know, the ones that if you were to store those bins 4 high on the floor, the bottom one would be, actually probably the bottom 2, would be cracked and open, and you would never be able to get anything out of them. When it's on Origami, not only can you see everything is protected. It's easy to get in and out of. If you're like me and you've stored things before and then you ended up buying the same thing over and over again because you couldn't find it, you've got to get Origami. Honestly, Lou, Origami saved me so much money just so I didn't have to repurchase things that I couldn't find anymore.
Well, let me tell you how Origami saved us money is we had a storage unit and it was so chock full of stuff, we were thinking about renting a second one. You know, they're crazy expensive, right? So then it occurred to me one day, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, we're paying for every square inch of that storage unit, floor to ceilings, and we're not using all the vertical space. We're not. So I got a bunch of Origamis, and I think at one time we had like 6 or 9 of them. I'm looking at my wife, Kelly, sitting over there, we're looking at her. But we had a bunch of them in there. And if you looked at it from the front, Shannon, you would have thought I was insane because it's just like wall-to-wall bins going up. That's all it was. But they were on the Origami, so I could just pull each and every one out one by time. So it saved me from having to get a second storage unit. I just maximized the space I had. And that's what you're going to find you can do at home as well when you get the set of Origamis back.
That's brilliant. Lou, I still think you're crazy, even though I know what you were about there. But this will pay for itself if you just save on getting another storage unit, because you're paying for that month after month after month.